My phone vibrates as I race up the steps of my grandmother's Chicago brownstone. My travel bag slips from my shoulder, spilling documents and medical records across the frigid porch. "Liam, it's Dad. Possible heart attack. Get to Chicago immediately." My mom's voice, sharp and demanding, still echoes in my ears. My chest heaves from the mad dash from the airport. My abandoned rental car sits crooked in the driveway. I press the doorbell, my hands trembling. The door cracks open, and there stands my grandmother, her gray braid neat, a teacup in hand, her hazel eyes wide with surprise. "Hannah, what's wrong, dear? You're okay?" I gasp, my knees weak. "Mom said you had a heart attack." My grandmother's brow furrows. "I'm fit as a fiddle. I haven't spoken to your mother since Monday." My stomach churns as I fumble for my phone and open the social media app. Posted an hour ago. My mom, dad, and my brother Liam grinning with mojitos on a Miami beach. The caption reads, "Family getaway." A cold rage replaces my panic. They lied to me and to my grandmother. I dial my mom's number, putting her on speaker. "Hannah, I'm with Grandma. She's fine." Silence. Then the clink of ice and distant laughter. "Oh, Hannah, just a mix-up," my mom says breezily. "You're always so dramatic." I hold up the phone, showing my grandmother the beach photo. Her face hardens. "They told me you were too busy with your fancy job to visit," she says softly. The betrayal stings like a slap. At 28, I've clawed my way through night shifts at diners, funded my own degree, and earned a VP role at Vernon Ventures, my grandmother's eco-lodge company. Meanwhile, Liam, my younger brother, glided through college on our parents' dime, landing a cushy director role despite having zero experience. Last year, they promised me the Los Angeles expansion, my dream project, only to hand it to Liam, citing his natural charm. Now this. My grandmother leads me to her study, where the scent of cedar and old books calms my racing heart. She slides open a hidden safe behind a painting. "I've been collecting proof," she says, handing me a folder marked "Restricted." "Your parents have been sidelining me and you. Inside are bank records, emails, and trust documents. My trust fund, $11.9 million siphoned off to cover Liam's Chicago penthouse, his DUI settlement, and even a private jet lease. There's a draft will redirecting my grandmother's shares to Liam upon her passing. My vision blurs with fury. I call my cousin Maya, a sharp litigator, on video. She scans the documents, her voice steady. "Hannah, this is fraud. Embezzlement. They even tried to schedule a competency hearing for your grandmother." My grandmother grips my hand, her face pale. "My own daughter," she whispers. A week later, I stand in the shadows of the Grand Meridian Hotel's gala, watching my parents toast Liam's new CEO title. Colleagues avoid my gaze, assuming I've been phased out. My phone pings. The Aspen Lodge, part of my inheritance, sold without my consent. Liam is listed as the agent. My company email locks me out with an executive order. Each betrayal tightens the noose around my future. Late one night, our groundskeeper, Amos, slips me a key to my dad's private office. "Truth matters," he murmurs. At a family dinner, I seize my chance, slipping into the office while my mom shows off her new art collection. The key clicks, and I photograph damning evidence, forged signatures, hidden accounts, and backdated minutes. My dad catches me, his shadow filling the doorway. "You're out of your depth, Hannah," he growls. I hold up my phone, images already backed up. "You underestimated me," I say, my voice unshaken. That's over. Maya's dining room becomes our war room. Papers are strewn across the oak table. She uncovers a clause in Vernon Ventures' charter. Fraud voids ownership. Amos reveals a cache of shredded contracts he salvaged from the estate's garage. My grandmother hands me her original bylaws, which were thought to be lost in a flood. Our alliance, me, Maya, Amos, and my grandmother, is bonded over shared betrayal, not blood. At the board meeting, I stride in with 3 federal agents trailing me. The room freezes. My father's jaw tightens. My mom's wine glass trembles. Liam's smirk fades. I lay out the evidence. 11.9 million stolen, Liam's DUI buried, and my grandmother's competency challenged. I move to revoke their leadership, I declare, citing the fraud clause. Agent Torres steps forward. We're investigating related charges, including tax evasion. Board members shift, their loyalty to my dad crumbling. My grandmother enters, her presence commanding despite her cane. I built this company on trust, she says, her voice like steel. Maya presents the share transfer, naming me the majority owner. Amos testifies about the destroyed records. The vote is unanimous. My family is ousted. A year later, Vernon Ventures thrives, with profits up 24%. I've launched employee stock options and a scholarship fund honoring my grandmother. At the industry gala, I accept the Innovator Award. My crimson dress a far cry from my wallflower grace last year. Leadership is service, I say, meeting my grandmother's proud gaze. Back at my desk, a letter arrives from Liam. His new nonprofit cafe in Los Angeles hires the marginalized, a nod to my reforms. Can we talk someday? He writes. I set it beside my grandmother's first lodge blueprint, weighing forgiveness against self-preservation. Can trust be rebuilt, or is it wiser to guard my heart and move forward?